Hey guys, going through with you Noctis. So, disclaimer, I've spent a lot of money on Noctis by my own standards. So, at my very last pull, I have managed to get his ultimate prize, the Rune Saber. Wow, you can't tell how happy I was, man, seriously. Yeah, so going to go through his skills and probably do a little bit of comparison if you don't have any of the weapons. But yeah, okay, so we'll do the level 70 the multiplayer one, but I'll do it alone, solo, because I'll probably take some time to explain Noctis. Yep, so let's wait for a while. So if you ask me, is Noctis worth it? Well, definitely. He's the 4th character to have a EX. Oh wait, what? He's the 4th character to have an EX weapon, and to me, EX weapon at this stage is a must-have, really. Right, so alright, so I'll be not using a Bahamut for sure. Sylph will be sufficient. So a Ram, Cloud, Noctis. Yep, that's the team. Yep, so a little bit of introduction for Phantom Male. He's resistant to magic, that's why I now bring a Terra. Yeah, and he cannot be taunt. Yes, so if you're using characters like Warrior Light or Snow, you will have a little bit of a problem, because if let's say you rely too much on the taunts, nope, you're gonna have a harder time playing this. Right, so Chief Phantom Male is rather quite an easy boss if you're doing multiplayer, because most of the time Japanese people, they have quite a lot of money to spare. Yep. Well, I'm half Japanese, so I have half as much money to spare. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Right, so it's a full build Noctis, full build Ram, and full build Cloud. Should be easy peasy. Alright, so Phantom is on. So what Phantom does is he hides himself from the action bar, so you can't tell. But in the system, it still has him inside. So let's say if Cloud were to use finishing touch, and let's say he's at this point, and Ram will only appear. So Noctis doesn't appear, so you can tell that actually Phantom's turn is after Ram. That's for example lah. Right, so I'll cure here. Curing with the crystal buff gives everyone medium attack medium attack buff, so it's quite decent. Right, so on to the main juice of this video, which is Noctis. His first skill, Shift Meteor. Yeah, so that's his skill, but I'll just call it Death Drop because it looks like he's gonna drop from the sky. Right, so the good thing about it has 8 counts. That's a lot for a character, and his Warp Strike has like 10. So don't be afraid to use his skills if you're gonna use him in the future. Alright, so what Death Drop does is, we just do it first. Okay, so 2 hit. The second hit, if there's friends, will be an AoE Brave, so he will jack up a lot of Brave. And what it gives Noctis is a 5 turn increase in max Brave. Yep, so his Brave has increased quite a fair bit. Right, so Cloud gonna use his finishing touch here. Right, so you can see, although Ram was behind, only Noctis came on the chain. So right now I'll just continue to beef up Noctis' Brave. Yeah, so I forgot to explain to you. So the second time you use, the first time you use Death Drop will give Death Drop plus the following turn, or rather the next time you use it lah. And what it does is it will trigger a chain attack. Yeah, so that's why you saw the Phantom Male flying just now. Alright, so he's still aiming Noctis. I'll just do a Death Drop one more time. Alright, so his hit does push me back by one. Alright, so let's use Ram really. Start checking out Noctis. Alright, so next we'll move on to his Warp Strike. So Warp Strike, it without any Armature buff, you just deal one Brave hit and a HP attack. So Warp Strike. Yeah. And okay, let's just give Noctis all the points. Okay, so once I use Warp Strike, I will have Warp Strike Plus for the next move. Rather, the next command, next time you use Warp Strike, it will be a Warp Strike Plus. So Warp Strike Plus will open Armature. Yeah. And what Armature is actually a buff. Well, it does have its limited number of turns, but Armature stacks at the maximum of 5. Yep. And you deal more damage with the Armature buff later on. Yeah, later you'll see what's the difference. Okay, so let's just cross slash here. Yay. Alright, let's keep hitting Noctis. Right, so I can use his EX. So what the EX does is actually he will give 8 plus 2 counts of Armature. Yeah, so he'll be 3 and he will get additional 1 more hit at the very end, if I'm not wrong. Right, so it's a 13 hit Brave. Yep, so the very last hit, which if you saw it was 3k, is only applicable if you have Armature on, which you definitely will, since activating the Royal Arms will give you Armature. Yeah, so let it slowly stack up, and Noctis will start to deal massive damage already. So Ram, give everyone the buff. Right, so I'm back with Noctis. As you can see, I have not used Death Drop, but it's still Death Drop Plus. But let's just spam the Armature, the Warp Strike. Nice. Okay. Let's just save here. Cross dash. Killing him a bit too fast. Okay, let's feed Noctis again. Right, so that's actually Noctis in a nutshell. Right, so when I have Armature on, I will deal additional 1 more hit with Warp Strike. So let's see. 1 hit, 2 hit. Yep. Quite needed, if I would say. Imagine if you're fighting, if Phantom Man has some Brave, you are you have a higher chance of breaking him. So yeah. Let's just feed Noctis and yep, 5 stacks of Armature. Armature goes up by 1 when you use Warp Strike Plus. Okay, so don't be afraid to use it, because it is really quite good. Wow. Oh, Ram has the kill. That's good. Yeah, so that's actually Noctis in a nutshell. Very, very simple to use. In a game, you might want to make full use of his Death Drop Plus, which is the chain. Yeah, so that you can actually make massive damage with it. Yep, so thanks for viewing. hope this video helps you understand Noctis a little bit better. Yeah, feel free to ask me any questions if you have.